Okay, so throughout this course, we have talked a lot about structure and communication. And today we're focusing on one of the most important tools for your hosting toolkit, and that's the house rules. So having clear, simple set of house rules ensures that everyone knows what is expected. It sets boundaries in a respectful way and helps build trust right from day one. I'm going to share my screen now and walk you through our actual house rules that our volunteers get. They get this before they arrive, and that way, if they're not happy with something, they have the chance to pull out. I'll also make a copy of this house rules available to you guys so that you can either copy or edit to suit your home. Okay, so this is our help exchange agreement form, okay, which lists all of our house chores, our expectations, and the terms for staying here at our help exchange. Okay, we clearly state that they must agree to these terms, expectations, and house rules before coming. Non-compliance will result in asking them to leave. Okay, they have options here that they fully understand the above put-it message. I do not understand what that means, and I do not agree and do not wish to move forward. Okay, we explain why do we have an agreement. This is very important, and you guys should tailor this to explain why you have an agreement. Okay. We also clearly state there that this is not a place for anyone looking for a free ride. We will not allow it, as our time is valuable and we won't waste it. All right. We then explain why do we host a help exchange, and that's really important. You guys should be explaining why you do the help exchange as well. Okay, so then we go down to the general administrative, and that's about the security cameras. Okay, so it's talking about where they are, if they need security footage, how to actually access that. And again, they have the options, I understand, I'm not comfortable with this. We then go down to the copy of the ID, so that would be their passport. Your name, we say that your name will be checked and a physical copy must be cited on day of arrival. We go through what supplies that they will receive and won't receive. We talk about transport, okay, the expectations and the rules around transport. We talk about what their first day will look like. So generally on their first day, we're happy to take them to the local shop so they can pick up any groceries or essentials that they may need to be able to settle in comfortably. After that, they are responsible for organising their own trips to get any supplies that they need throughout their stay. So we make that clear. We make clear what we supply, okay, and that's only toilet paper, hand wash, laundry detergent. However, there is a fair use policy. We state we're not a charity. We go into the rules about the dogs. And we clearly state there that if you are uncomfortable with inside dogs, dog hair or large breeds, then this is not the right home for you. Okay? We then go into section 2, which is all about the responsibilities. So it's about the host responsibilities. We clearly outline what the host responsibilities are. And then we clearly outline what the volunteer responsibilities are. We clearly outline that they are expected to watch each guide video from start to finish so that they understand what is required to do in each task. And then we clearly state that asking a question that is already shown in the video is not respecting our time. So again, this is all what we do before we have the app running. Once the app is running, they will not be able to complete a chore until they have completed watching that video. Okay, so they won't be able to get to the chore till they watch the video in full. Now, it then states that the guides are just guides, okay? They still need to have some common sense. Then we go on to saying that it's their responsibility to ensure that they've completed and recorded their agreed hours on the task sheet. Again, once the app is up and running, then they'll be doing it on the app. We go on to saying that if the exchange does not meet the expectations, then that's fine. They can let us know at any time. But they must carry out the before you leave section, okay? Section 3 is all about trust and behavior. Okay. We then go on to section 4, which is the cardinal rules, and it's an instant eviction from the property. There is no second chances and no excuses tolerated, okay? So they're our most important rules that we put under this section. We then talk about only hosting responsible adults. So it's important that everyone follows the house rules, and repeatedly forgetting things more than 3 times suggests that the arrangement isn't working and they will be asked to leave. Okay, this is really important because we don't want to have to be running after little kids, having to constantly remind them of doing what they've agreed to. We clearly state that having a job does not change your responsibilities. Section 5 is all the general rules and expectations. Okay? So that's all the general rules. Most of it is all just general things. Damages, for example, we understand that accidents happen, but any damage caused to property or items during a stay beyond normal wear and tear may need to be paid for or replaced. Okay, we clearly state that if they are unwell, we totally understand and will cover the chores while they rest and recover. That being said, the agreed exchange still applies. So once they're feeling better, they are expected to make up the missed time to keep things fair. The chores come first before anything else. That's another important one. We do have a gym here, and they are welcome to use the gym free of charge. Okay, rules for areas of the house. So talking about the don't slamming doors, quiet times again. We have monthly inspections, the no eating areas, the dogs, the dress code for inside the house. We do have a dress code. Using the kitchen, rules for that. Bathroom, talking about bathroom supplies, not abusing the hot water, the washing machine, laundry rules, the aircon rules. They're more than welcome to use the aircon, but if they're leaving, they must turn it off. We then talk about reviews and feedback. We then talk about the videos and photos again and get their confirmation if they're happy to be involved in that. And then section 9 talks all about what is required before the volunteer leaves. Okay, this is what they are expected to clean before they leave. We then have some specific cleaning exchange rules. Okay, so the hours that are required if you're doing the cleaning exchange for 1 person or 2 people. The rules regarding the chores. And we then have section 12, which is the agreement and for them to sign. So you can see there that there are a few points there that they're under no obligation to attend the house or perform any tasks or chores requested. However, as this is a collaborative living arrangement, all participants are expected to contribute fairly. Unfortunately, we cannot accommodate individuals who do not actively participate in the agreed exchange. This opportunity is intended as a volunteer and cultural experience. By accepting this role, they agree to assist us with house chores on a voluntary basis. And it's really important to clear this up, that they will not receive any form of salary or payment for the help. Okay, and there's a few other points there. We get them to date it and put their full name. Okay, we then get another notification to let us know that they've completed the agreement.